Hello, everybody. How are you? How's everything with you? If you can hear me, I want you to please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. I just want to be sure that I am not talking to myself. But anyway, we're used to talking to ourselves. It's a beautiful day. I want to sincerely apologize for rescheduling. I had a radio interview in the United Kingdom, and for some reason, the interview ran beyond the expected time. But anyway, I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule, because it's greatness all the way, and you will be blessed by listening to this program. First of all, I want to send this disclaimer. This is not a religious organization. If you can hear me, please type "I can hear you" in the comment section. Oh, yes, Christine, thank you. You can hear me. All right. This is not a religious organization. Abode of Greatness Worldwide is a greatness center and a subsidiary of John Ughulu Foundation, which is a non-profit 501c3 organization. And our mission is to serve, lead, and impact. So we will be having weekly inspirational and motivational broadcasts that will help people transition from where they are to where they want to be. It could be either in their jobs, their businesses, or their personal life. In the process, we will be helping families both in Africa and the United States to either pursue a career, start a business, or provide basic human needs like food, clothing, and shelter. Now, a lot of us have these things in abundance, but still, there's so many people out there who can't even afford a decent meal. There's so many people out there who can't even afford to wear good clothes. So that's the whole idea. That's why we're bringing this program, so we can use it as a constant reminder for you to understand that your help, your little assistance is needed somewhere. And with the help of generous donors like yourself, like you who's watching this program, you who has the ability to help others, we will be able to make this happen. And our main focus will be people between the ages of 16 to 25. So if you're listening to this program or watching this program and you know anyone, be it in the group or within your environment, who would need assistance in these areas, opening a business, starting a business, providing basic human needs, food, clothing, shelter, please have them reach out to us, and we will do everything possible to assist. This program will be aired every Sunday, so I want you to stay tuned. And we're still looking for a musical artist who sings inspirational and motivational songs. We're looking for an artist who can work with us virtually for now until things become okay for us to have, live events. So musical artists, not religious songs. We're also looking for a virtual DJ, someone who can make people get up from their chairs and start dancing. So if you know anybody who fits into these various job descriptions, please have them reach out to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a privilege for us to have the opportunity to breathe in oxygen. It is a privilege for us to be here today, because so many people went to bed last night having plans for today, but unfortunately, they couldn't see daylight. They passed. But you and I still have life within us. You and I still have the opportunity to set new goals. You and I still have the opportunity to help people who need our help. So if you believe, if you are happy to be alive today, I want you to type "I am blessed" in the comment section. If you are happy to be alive, if you are happy for the gift of life, type "I am blessed" in the comment section. I am blessed. I am an abode of greatness. Gratitude is paramount. So today we will be talking about understanding where I am from. I want you to grab a pen and a notepad, a piece of paper, so we can write this out. We will be talking about understanding where I am from. You know, last week we talked about understanding who I am. So today, you know, a lot of us would have already started looking out, searching our subconscious minds, trying to figure out who we are on earth. Yeah, that was what we talked about last week. Today, our topic is understanding where you are from. Write that down. Great. So please like and share this broadcast. I will do same from my end. Like and share this broadcast because you might be saving the life of that one person who has been waiting for a lifetime to hear this message. So after understanding who you are on earth, the next question you should always ask yourself is, where am I from? A lot of us only know that we are from a particular country or a particular state or a particular tribe. But I want you to understand that all those things you already know about yourself are as a result of the environment where you found yourself. And your environment at times could be a determining factor in your success. Your environment could be a determining factor in your failures. But when you understand where you are truly from, then you will become unstoppable. You will understand that you have no limits. We were all created to be kings and queens, irrespective of where we found ourselves, irrespective of the channel through which we came into this world. Every human being was created to be great. Every human being was created from one source. So the earlier you realize where you are from, and the earlier you realize that that part of your existence knows nothing like failure, the better it will be for you. Where are you from? I'm not asking you what village you're from, because it is that village, it is that channel through which you came into this world that is creating that limiting belief in your life. It is that environment of yours that is making you feel that there are certain things you cannot accomplish in life. But the general source from where we all came from knows nothing like poverty, knows nothing like lack of ideas. You were created to be a king and a queen in your own domain. So not until you unlearn most of those things that have been holding you back, in order for you to relearn and understand where you are coming from, not until you unlearn and relearn, you would still remain inside the box, because we have been programmed to be inside the box. And my mentor, my communication mentor, Mr. Les Brown, would say, you cannot see the label while inside the box. You have to step out of the box before you can see the label. We have been boxed. When you were born in a box in a hospital. When you leave your house, you drive in a car in a box. When you get to your destination, you get to a house, a building, a box. And we have rules and regulations that if you do not determine or identify where you are from, would hold you back. Those rules and regulations, if not careful, would hold you back. I want you to ask yourself, where am I from? I already know where I'm from, but I want to help you discover where you are from. Where I am from, I am a king. I was born to be a ruler of my own domain. Not until you know where you are from, you wouldn't understand the value that you have been created to add to this world. I want you to think about it. Limiting beliefs are real, but limiting beliefs are as a result of the impression that has been created around us. There's so many families that feel that poverty is hereditary. There's so many families who feel they cannot change the paradigm of their families. There's so many people who feel they've been cursed. There's so many people who have beliefs that they are not pretty, they are not handsome. There's so many people who have beliefs that there are certain places you shouldn't go to. But not until you understand where you're from, those limiting beliefs would constantly hinder your progress. You were born as a full package. You were born to rule your domain. What's your domain? Your domain is that gift that was implanted within you, inside of you, while you were coming to this world. When God created the world, He gave man dominion. He gave human beings dominion, meaning we all have greatness, meaning we all have been empowered. I want you to think about it. If God gave the human race dominion, what does that mean to you? It doesn't mean you should use your gift to oppress people. You have a gift that you should dominate. You should think about that thing that adds value to the people around. Not until you know where you're from that there's no such thing as poverty. Not until you know where you are from and that there's no such thing as limits. Only on that base, on that ground, would you be able to transition from where you are to where you want to be. I used to be a very shy person. Extremely, that's so shy. I couldn't even imagine myself talking to you via the internet. I couldn't even imagine myself standing in front of an audience talking to them. It was so bad. I couldn't do that. But not until I started getting myself involved in personal development, not until I started unlearning the things that created the shyness within me, not until I discovered who I was, things changed. I was able to transition from being a shy person to a public speaker. Right now, I look for every opportunity to speak, I look for every opportunity to speak to people. This used to be the shy guy, the shy man who never wanted attention. Why? Because I discovered that I had the willpower in me to change my situation. Because I discovered who I was. I discovered where I'm from. That's why I'm bringing this topic to you today. I know everything in life is a cliche, but it is whenever that cliche resonates with you that truly matters. A lot of people are out there saying, oh, all these motivational speakers, they always say things that they cannot even do. But let me remind you of something. My job is to constantly remind you of those things you already know. For those of you who already know, my job is to constantly remind you of what you already know. And for those who do not know, my job is to teach you what you don't know. So I want you to write down as much as you can. Because today is the first day of the rest of your life. So many people are going through tough times right now, especially with the pandemic. And when people go through tough times, it takes the grace to be able to comport yourself. And that's why programs like these are very, 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 very important for you to listen to. Robert Schuller said, tough times never last, but tough people do. I know so many people who have been struggling for years, not being able to step into their calling. But I want to tell you today that it is never too late. Don't give up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you are doing. I see someone saying the program cannot be shared. Yes, we cannot share if you are watching from the group. So all you should do if you're watching from the group is to invite everybody on your contact to the group. Invite people from your contact to the group and they will have access to the video. So I want you to always ask yourself this question: where am I from? Your limiting beliefs are a result of your environment. We are all vessels. We all have a task here on earth. We all have a gift that would help us deliver our assignment. When you understand who you are, when you know who you are, you would know where you are from. I'm not saying you can figure that out today, but I just want you to always search your subconscious mind. Ask yourself questions. These are the questions that would help you move from where you are to where you want to be. Always ask yourself these questions. Who am I? Where am I from? When you know where you're from, that would help you know where you are going. You were born to be a king and a queen. You were born to dominate your domain. What's your domain? Where you are from, there is no such thing as poverty. We are all from one source. We are all from one source. I want you to know that. We are all unique. We are all special. So if you are listening to me and if you're watching me, I really don't know how much you know about yourself. Neither do I know how much the people around you know about you. But one thing that I know about you is that You are destined for greatness. You are an abode of greatness. Do not let people around you tell you all otherwise. You know, I realize that there's so many insecure people in the world today who try to bring others down. But I want you to know that people's opinions of you must not be your reality. Write that down. Write that down. People's opinions of you should not be your reality. If you know you are destined for greatness, I want you to place your hand on your chest and say, I am blessed. I want you to say, I am an abode of greatness. Yes, you've got greatness within you. You were created as a full package from your manufacturer. You were created with all the blessings in the world. You were created with all the gifts and talents in the world. All you need is to sit back and ask basic questions that would help you realign with your true purpose. We all have a purpose in life, including you who has lost hope, including you who thinks you're already too old. No. You probably might be old to the ideas of the world, but you can never be old for the gift that's within you. You just need a little nudge. You just need to try something different to help you identify the gift within you. You just need to sit back, hang around the right people. Now, it used to be very expensive to hang around like-minded people. But right now, the world has moved from brick and mortar to click and order, which means you can do anything on the internet. What is that passion? What is that thing you've always wanted to do? What is it? Just think about it. I want you to grab a pen and write down 2 of those major goals that you once talked yourself out of. Write them down. Those goals and dreams that really scared you. I want you to write them down. What are they? You want to be a preacher? You want to be a motivational speaker? You want to be someone who builds planes, airplanes? Write them down. And after writing those dreams down, I want you to put a date to it. Put today's date. Just say, just to indicate the date and the time that you brought back those ideas. And the next thing I want you to do is look for a networking group on the internet. I could give you some tips on how to search for them. That's the essence of this program. If you want to be a speaker, you can search with networking group for speakers, and you would find so many. It's free. Join them. Hang around people who align with the values of the kingdom. Hang around the people who understand that they've got greatness within them. Hang around people who do not take it upon themselves to run other people down. You see, that's the problem. When you hang around people who are constantly talking negative stuff about other people, you would end up being like them. Because if you start mocking somebody who is striving or working towards their dreams, if you start mocking those people in the presence of others, if that calling was meant to be your calling, you wouldn't be able to do that because you've already mocked them. So hang around people who talk about how to move forward in life. They say if you hang around 9 broke people, automatically you will become the 10th broke person. That is just the truth. Your network is your net worth. Hang around people who already know where they are from. Hang around people who already know that they came into this world through a vessel. And the limits of that vessel will not be their limits. Hang around people who are willing to unlearn, to relearn. Hang around people who are aspiring to become great. That's the only way you can effectively move from where you are to where you want to be. Birds of the same feather, what? Flock together. You were created to make an impact in this world. You were created to share your gift. You were created to make a difference. So if you are currently not making a difference, then you haven't identified who you are. Then you haven't identified where you are from. I hope I'm communicating with you. You've been struggling for too long with some limiting beliefs. Because those limiting beliefs were implanted in you before you became an adult. So they grew they grew with you. It is time for you to identify who you are and where you're from. It is never too late. It is never too late. If you're still watching this program, I want you to please like and share the video. For those of you who are watching the program from the group, you will not be able to share from the group. So if you find out that the link to share is not available, then know that you are watching in the group. So what you should do is invite your contacts to the group. Invite your contacts so they can watch this video. And for anybody who has other things to do, you can always watch the replay. We're not going anywhere. My job is to constantly disrupt any form of limiting belief in your life. My job is to constantly remove those things that are holding you back. Limiting beliefs are real. Life will definitely bring so many challenges to you. But Seneca said, the only constant in life is change. Robert Schuller said, tough times never last, but tough people do. You are tough. You are stronger than you think you are. You are stronger than you think you are. A lot of people think that because they currently do not have the financial power to do what they feel they want to do, that their life has ended. No. I want to give you good news today. That you were born great. When you were born, you were given everything you need to become successful. There's no such thing as lack of resources, only lack of ideas. So if you are finding it difficult to raise money for any project you want to do, it's because you have not found the right idea. A wise man said, it is insanity for you to be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. I want you to think about that. It is insanity for you to be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Not, you cannot get a different result from the same algorithm. No, it's the same. So if you want to make a change, if you want things to change in your life, you should try something new. You should unlearn those things that have been holding you back so you can relearn new things. I hope I'm communicating. I want you to think about this. That's where we get it wrong. You need to have a plan. When you figure out where you are from, you should have a plan. A plan will make a difference. It will make that great difference. Have a plan. How can you get to that level of having a plan? First, you need to have an idea. You need to have a vision. You need to have goals. It is when you break down those goals that you would have a plan. That's why Greg Reed said, a dream written down with timelines becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed with action makes your dreams come true. You are unstoppable. You are unstoppable from the moment you figure out where you are from, not your village, not your city, not your county. From the moment you figure out that you are from a divine source, you are from a source that only releases greatness. From the moment you realize that you are from a source that no such thing as poverty exists, then you would realize that you were created to make an impact. Trust me, if you have not done the assignment you were sent to earth to do, it means you are robbing generations. You are robbing generations to come of what they should know. You are a vessel. Your gift and talent must be utilized. It must be harnessed before you leave this world. It must be harnessed. That's how you came about. When God created everything, he gave man the trees, he did not give man a chair. He did not give man a bed or clothes or shoes or handbags. But it was the creativity of man that transformed, using his gift, that transformed those trees into chairs. When man realized where he was from, he was able to use his gift to transform the trees into chairs, into beds. You have that potential within you. It's called a potential because you haven't identified it. Your potential is your unused gift. That's what Dr. Miles Monroe said. May his soul rest in peace. Your potential is that unused gift inside of you. And I want to reassure you that if you do not harness that potential in you, you are robbing generations of what they should have known. And that's not good. That's not a good legacy. When you are leaving this world, when you are transitioning from this world, you should transition knowing that you have emptied yourself, that you have taught everything that's within you to the next generation to continue with. That's what you were created to do. You are a vessel. You were created on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose. I hope I'm speaking to you. You were created on purpose, with a purpose, for a purpose. You only came out from that city where you were from, so that you can make an impact. That's not where you are originally from. You have an assignment that is greater than you. And that's why whenever you think about that idea, you get scared. It is meant to scare you. If your idea does not scare you, then that's not your gift. It means you are just within your comfort zone. Les Brown would say, shoot for the moon, and if you miss, you will fall or land among the stars. That idea that does not make you tremble, that idea that does not give you a form of fear, it's not your gift. Your gift is greater than you. That's why you constantly talk yourself out of it. Yes, Eric Nixon, he said, we can, we will, and we must succeed. There is no other option. I'm glad you know that. I'm glad. Thank you, Eric, for joining the program. I'm glad you know that. Thanks for this great word. We were created to make an impact. Richard Branson said, if your dreams don't scare you, then they are too small. That's my philosophy right now. If I need to get into anything, if I don't experience any form of fear, any form of second thoughts about it, I don't even go there. That's what you should do. Those dreams you've talked yourself out of several times, I want you to write them down and think about starting. You don't need to know the how, because you don't need to know how to get started. Just only write it down. Put in a place where you can see it every day. Les Brown said, review your dreams at least twice a day so that you can stay focused on it. You don't need to know how to get started. Just write it down. Put in your wallet. Put in a place where you can see it constantly. And you would realize that before you know it, the opportunity, the person who would work with you to help you get that thing materialized will show up. But when you do not write it down, it remains a fantasy. Now, research has proved it that the brain processes millions of information within a minute. So, which means when you have an idea, it goes like this in the brain. Because within a minute, the brain processes millions of information. So how can you disrupt the brain so that you can select that particular idea without having it mixed up with the other millions of ideas that would flow through? It's by writing it down. When you write down your thoughts, automatically you have disrupted the flow of the brain. And all your attention, all your energy will focus on whatever you are writing down. I want you to try it. Your energy, your attention, everything will go towards that. That's why the most successful people in the world today understand the importance of writing down their goals, their dreams, their visions. There is always an excitement, a kind of excitement that goes along with you grabbing a pen and writing down your dreams. When that excitement is at the peak, you should run with that idea. Go with it. Go after it. Go after it. The opportunities will come. Start networking. Start looking for like-minded people and the right partner would show up. That's why they say there's no such thing as lack of resources. We only have lack of ideas. And the thing is that the world is filled with people who think they know, and they really do not know. I've had, there was a time I was with a guy and we were discussing about the importance of reading. And I made this person know that I read books a lot and they help me. But he was also saying that reading of books are not always what, they're not always what we think they are. That a person could be, one who doesn't read could be smarter than one who reads. I say, yes, but it all depends on what you want to achieve. If you are reading science fiction books, you would only know about those things. If you're reading about self-development, you would definitely know a lot about self-development, but it still doesn't take away the fact that there's so much information in books. And he said he doesn't like to read, but he watches movies and he learns from movies. There was a heated argument that those people who rely on movies know more than those who read books. When I realized that the argument was not even in line with my mindset, what did I do? I had to end it, because a lot of people think they know, but they do not know. There is no way on earth you would compare that man or woman who reads constantly to that person who only watches movies. So if you fall into that category, I want you to know that you think you know, but you don't know. Go buy books and read. When you buy books to read, self-help books, books that would help you develop from the inside out, you will quickly know who you are. You will quickly know where you are from. And you will quickly understand that you have a great task, a great assignment to fulfill here on earth. What do you do with your spare time? Right now, we have so many distractions in the world. I know people who are addicted to their cell phones. They spend hours on the cell phone. Doing what? Looking at other people's profiles on social media. Why would you waste your time doing all that? It means you haven't discovered who you are. It means you haven't discovered where you're from. It means you haven't discovered that you have an assignment to complete on earth. You cannot control your time, but you can control the activities that you do. Time wasted is gone. So not until you are able to figure out what you really need to be doing, you will constantly be wasting time doing things that would not help you step into your greatness. I want you to think about this. We're going through perilous times right now. The level of depression has increased. The level of anxiety has increased. The level of domestic violence has increased. The level of hunger has increased. What are you doing? How are you adding value? How are you helping people who have been impacted one way or the other? How are you helping them transition from where they are to where they want to be? Yes, you have the gift within you. How are you helping these people? You have the gift within you to start adding value. You can use whatever you have, wherever you are, to get started. You don't need $1 billion. You don't need $1 billion to get your business started. No. You don't need it. First of all, have the idea. Write it down. If the money is not available, go around networking with people. There's so many people who have the cash, but they don't have the idea. So don't you think there's someone out there waiting for you to come up with your gift? Don't you think so? I want you to know there's someone out there waiting for you to bring out your gift, and they will finance it. Hang around only quality people. Hang around people who would not make you feel less of yourself. The world is, there's so many people out there just looking for people to channel their insecurities on. Don't be a victim. Get up. Get up and take action. Get up and take action. How you live your life in between the womb and the tomb is what matters. Out of hundreds of millions of sperms, the sperm that formed you was the chosen one. You are the chosen one. You were out of millions of sperms. You were the chosen sperm to come into this world. You were the chosen sperm. It means you've got greatness within you. It means you have a purpose. It means you were not brought into this world by accident. It means you are in this world for the common good. It means you are in this world to make an impact. I'm not saying everybody has to be a preacher or everybody has to be a speaker. But if you want to learn the strategies that help me transition from being a very shy person to a public speaker, I will be more than willing to show you the strategies that help me. That's why we're in this world, to make an impact. We all have our domains. We all have our gifts and talents, irrespective of what people around you have told you. There's so many people who want to go into different things, but the people around them keep discouraging them. I remember, let me tell you a story of how I started. I made up my mind to become a coach and a speaker, but I had too many people around me telling me not to do it because they said I wasn't created to speak publicly. They say I wasn't created to coach people because they knew me. But I'm not saying those people are bad people, but they were just blind to my vision. Your vision is meant for you and you alone. People around you will definitely discourage you. That's what they're created to do. They are not bad people. They are created to just be that person in your life who would help you test your faith in yourself. And you realize that the moment you block all what they're saying about you chasing your dreams, you will become successful at what you do. In no distant time, you would see them telling you, oh man, I'm so happy for you. I'm glad you didn't listen to me. They are not bad people. In life, challenges are real. And you realize that people would always discourage you. They will always discourage you. Don't let that stop you. There's so many of you who have allowed people make you talk yourself out of your great visions. But this is not the time for you to start having regrets. This is the time for you to grab a pen and a piece of paper and think about the idea you once talked yourself out of and write it down on paper and say, I will make this work. Come on, write it down. Say, I will make this work. We'll have the willpower. And that's the difference between the humans and other living things. We have the willpower, and the willpower makes you unstoppable. For as long as you can think of it, you can achieve it. Whatever you can think of is a reflection of what you can achieve. It's a reflection of your possibilities. So if you have ever dreamt or had a vision of anything greater than you ever imagined or expected, then it is possible for you. When we're talking about vision, we're not talking about eyesight. We're talking about mind sight. We're talking about mind sight. Pay close attention to that. And the sky would be your stepping stone. Think about it. Greatness is within you. No matter what you're going through in life today, it's only a phase that will pass. If you have lost a loved one during this pandemic, I commiserate with you on your loss. I don't want you to feel that's the end of the world. No, that person is now in a better place. That person is in a place where he or she no longer feels any form of pain. That person is resting in peace. If you have lost your job, I don't want you to see it as a failure, because it is not. It is just the universe trying to steer you towards your dreams, because you have been strapped within your job. You have been suppressed. Your destiny, your vision, your gift has been suppressed with that job. And the universe is telling you, you need to get rid of that job so you can step into your greatness. Don't see your job loss as a loss now. It is a blessing in disguise. Don't focus on the closed doors, because if you focus on the closed doors, you will not have the opportunity or the ability to see the open doors. Stand up, raise up your head, and keep moving. How can you keep moving? Develop yourself. Start reading books. Start networking. Start developing your skills and talents. Yes, start developing your skills and talents. Start hanging around people who you would love to be like. Mentorship is paramount. You need a mentor. If you want to become a speaker and you are that shy person, you don't need to hang around people who are always criticizing people who don't speak well. No, you don't need to be in that circle. If you want to become a motivational speaker, you don't have to be in the circle of those people who are always criticizing motivational speakers. No. If you want to be a preacher, you don't have to be in the circle of those people who are always criticizing preachers. You should find people whose dreams align with your dreams. Very important. Problems are not a stop sign, but a guideline. Problems are not a stop sign, but a guideline. I thank Robert Schuller for saying that. Look beyond what you're going through. Look beyond what you can deliver to the universe, because it is your job. It is your job to deliver your gift. It is your job for you to live full and die empty. Yes, think about it. It is your job while on earth to live full, to make an impact, to teach what you know. It is your job to live full while on earth and die empty. I want you to think about this. Please remember to like and share this video. Those who are watching from the group, you will not be able to share it. Just invite all your contacts to the group so they too can benefit from these reminders. And I want to believe that you who this message resonates with has written down so many information. The importance of writing down cannot be overemphasized. I want you to think about it. I want you to understand that where you are from originally, you were born to be a king. You were born to be a queen. You were not born to be ordinary. You were born to be exceptional. And you were armed with all the necessary tools to be exceptional. If you need any help identifying your gift, please feel free to reach out to people who can help you. If you want to become a motivational speaker, I want you to reach out to me. I was a very shy person, but I was able to transition from being shy to a public speaker and earning as a public speaker. Yes. My mom used to tell me about her dreams, and I felt that she was just saying it. But right now, I am fulfilling the prophecy. I still remember, I can still see her face saying, John, come here. I can see you are trying to run away from your gift. All through the time I was pregnant for you, you were always showing up in my dream as a tall, dark-skinned man addressing a crowd. But that's what I'm doing right now. You might not have that mother who would help you identify your gift, or you might not have that ability to help yourself identify your gift. But there are ways you can go around it. Hang around the right people. Hang around people who are willing to develop themselves. Hang around only quality people. People who understand the importance of self-development. And you will never regret it. I want to leave you with this. Out of millions of sperms, you were the chosen sperm that made it into this world. So you were created on purpose for a purpose. Every human being was created or conceived in the womb and will one day end up in the tomb. But what truly matters is how you lived your life in between. So if you have not been living a life that impacts the people around you, it is never too late. There's a Chinese proverb that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the next best time is now. Think about it. It's never too late. I want to thank you all for listening to this program. I would go through all the comments, a few comments. Let's see. Hi, Christine. Thank you for joining the program, for listening. Good afternoon, sir. Mr. Ebenezer Tijani, that's my great uncle. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you, sir. You are blessed and highly favored. You are an abode of greatness, sir. Eric Nixon. Yes, we can, we will, and we must succeed. There is no other option. Thank you so much. Yeah, Eric Nixon says, where there is no vision, there's no sight. The great Dr. Miles Monroe, may his soul rest in peace. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this program. And so we do not forget the whole idea, the main reason why this thing was set up. If you or anyone you know is thinking of starting a business and you do not have the resources, the finance to register your LLC or to register your business, I want you to please send me a message. Our contact information is currently being displayed on the screen. Send an email. Send an email, please. We will be more than willing to help you out. All right, for those people who haven't been able to, get an education and they want it, reach out to us and we can provide you with scholarships. This is a program that was designed for everybody, for you. So you shouldn't hold back. People are willing to make things happen for you, right? So please do not hold back. Make use of the resources. Let's not be shy. Let's come out. Let's not be shy. Let's come out and make this work. All right? The contact information is currently being displayed on the screen. Send us an email. You can visit our website. And the website is johnughulufoundation.org. Please remember to like and share, because even if you do not need this assistance, if you do not need the assistance, there are so many people out there who need them. So like and share the broadcast. Let's save a life. I'm not saying you should pay money. Let's save that person who needs it. johnughulufoundation.org is the website. If you are having any challenges in accessing the website, reach us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and which other one? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Yep. We'll be more than willing to help you. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'll be available to respond to them. If you send an email, you will definitely get a response within 48 hours. So if you do not get an immediate response, do not, don't get worried about that. We will definitely get back to you. All right. All right, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day and remember to stay productive. Remember, you were created on purpose for a purpose. Do not allow people's opinions of you become your reality. You have a life. You have a mission here on earth. So you must try and figure out where you are from. We are all from the same source. So we all have greatness within us. Don't let anybody tell you that there's a curse on your family. Don't let anybody tell you that. Those are just ways to box you into believing what they want you to believe. Come on, think about it. Remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. God bless you.